Here, let's go next to the here. Let's film this. So, Maddie, we haven't even started the video here today, but we saw this beautiful sign. My hobby's protesting Trump, reading and going online for info. And she's got a sign here that says next national protest, June 14th. Details, mobilize.us. That's where you can go to find out more. So, what does this sign say? I hug trans people and it hasn't turned me trans. There you go. Read the dictionary. Socialism is not communism. That's right. That is absolutely right. And then we have Midas Touch, reports news weeks before traditional media. Okay. If you don't use your voice, others will use your silence. That's right. Silence is violence. It's fun until they take away your VA food stamps and all. So let me ask you a question. Protesting with friends empowers your soul. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah?
We hate Donald Trump too. And I'm a brown person and she's a black person. And we're very worried every day that he's going to deport us because of our skin color.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's so important to be out here?
Why? Because I like studying history, psychology, sociology. I've been dealing with the abusers and bullies my whole life.
Yep.
And when you're not around to pick on, they're coming after me. So
you think after they pick on the brown and the blacks, they're going to start picking on the white women?
The Trump, MAGA, and the Republican politicians and Republican SCOTUS members, judges, they are doing a fabulous job of following what Hitler did and Nazi Germany did.
And I have a question. If you had to choose who to vote for, and your options were...
I said fabulous job. That was in a negative manner.
Yeah, you were being facetious.
Yeah.
If you had to choose who to vote for, and your options were Adolf Hitler or Donald Trump, who would you choose? You had to vote for one of them. Who would you vote for?
They're equally as bad as each other.
And the part of this thought experiment, you have to choose one. Would you prefer to vote for Hitler, knowing he killed 6 million Jews? Or would you prefer to vote for Donald Trump, who's deporting illegals?
Actually, Hitler was killing off everybody who had with mental illnesses, disabilities. He went after anybody who was not a blonde Aryan.
So who would you pick, Donald Trump or Adolf Hitler, if you have to vote for one?
Okay. I would pick for the one when Hitler was around, Europe and everybody else, it was a new thing. They didn't really realize, they couldn't see the future, okay? Now we see the future. Canada, Germany, everybody sees the future. So we have a better chance, hopefully, of getting rid of Trump and ICE and everything.
But you got to pick one. If you had to vote, Trump and Hitler, who would you pick?
You can't pick any, because after they finish going after you, they're coming after me because I do not agree with Trump. They're coming after the dissidents.
So I would if I had to choose between Donald Trump and Adolf Hitler, I would choose Donald Trump. Because Hitler has proven to do atrocious acts, and Donald Trump might do atrocious acts.
Oh, he will do atrocious acts if we don't.
Right, might in the future.
The guy's a bully and an abuser. I mean, 37 felonies, or what is it, 37 or so felonies. No, he is an abuser, and he...
I agree with you that financial crimes are on the same level as mass genocide.
No, but he was rape and other, the guy...
I don't think he was found guilty of rape, though.
He was, okay, well, he was doing stuff to women.
It was a civil suit, and it was for sexual abuse, not rape.
Okay, but the thing is, you're trying to push me into a corner.
I'm just asking you, Trump or Hitler?
I do not feel comfortable being pushed into a corner and being recorded online.
But now you know how I feel at Donald Trump's America. I'm being pushed into a corner all the time being a brown guy. And I'm an immigrant, so I'm really screwed.
That's why I'm here protesting.
Well, thank you so much.
I'm encouraging other people to protest and inviting other people to protest.
We'll be there. Thank you.
So,
God bless you.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, do I look better with or without the glasses?
It's whatever you want. What do you like more?
I don't know.
I like you both ways.
That doesn't help the dilemma.
Put them on again. Put them on. Take them off. All right. So, Batty, what are we doing today?
We're at the St. Pete Youth Pride Festival.
You excited to check it out?
Yes.
And
I
what
love looking at the vendors and the colors and the free stuff. I love the free stuff. Gotta have the free stuff.
And what do you think about that first lady we just interviewed before we walked in?
Well, she complimented my leggings, so I do have a soft spot for her because she did like my thigh highs.
Let me see the thigh highs. Always so fashionable, Batty.
But, I mean, obviously you had to pick Trump over Hitler.
Right? Wasn't that crazy?
Yeah.
She couldn't think of an answer.
Yeah.
All right, let's go inside. Let's have fun. All right, guys, so we are going to be getting our face painted and something rainbow themed for the event. I don't have the MAGA hat today. Today we're trying to stay a little bit more undercover. And so I'm going to get my full face or something close to that done here today. And I think it should look pretty good. So this is the before. And this is the after, guys. She did a phenomenal job. You want to shout out your business real quick?
Oh, yeah. Hi, I'm Ashley from Pineapple Dress Face Painting. Just give me a follow on Facebook, Instagram. I'm the lady
Beautiful.
with the pineapple dress, face painting. It's not
Awesome.
just a clever name.
And guys, as you can see, she did fantastic work. So if you got a birthday party or an event and you want a face painter, go hire her.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thanks for letting me do your face.
Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, so we are going to blend in a little bit better now that I have my rainbow face paint on. Because today we're not doing the MAGA hat. Today we're just going to talk to people, have conversations, and have a nice day here. A nice day, but we're still going to drop clues that we are part of the MAGA movement. We're adding some layers of undercover here. I now have a $2 pair of Pride-themed sunglasses, and I think I'm starting to fit in here at this event. So, Batty, tell me one of your fears that you just expressed to me.
The reason why I wanted to check out the vendors and stuff first, the reason why I'm a little nervous is because if people find out what we're doing and that we're Trump supporters, I feel like they wouldn't let us enjoy the rest of Pride. Like, even if we stop filming and put the cameras away, I feel like we won't be able to enjoy it if they find out that we're Trump supporters. So that's why I kind of want to enjoy it first and then get into the Trump supporter stuff. That's the only thing.
All right.
Because it is fun here. Like, I am having a good time.
You sure it's the Pride and not me that you're having fun with? Ladies, happy Pride. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, sure.
Why is it important to be out here today?
Well, actually, we're just supporting gay pride.
And why is that an important thing for you to be? Like, why are you supporting gay pride?
Well, it's obviously a option that people should be able to choose if that's, their choice.
Minorities and diversity.
Yeah.
So it is one of the minorities, one of the diversities, and it is what the democracy is about.
So you guys support diversity, equity, inclusion.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Now, I hate Donald Trump.
Well,
So I want you guys to be very honest here.
yeah.
When Donald Trump got rid of DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion, what were your thoughts?
What's happening to this country? We're going backwards.
What year do you think we're going towards?
50s?
The 1950s? So you would say
1950s.
post-World War II?
Yeah.
I am from Poland.
You're from
So
Poland.
I know, we've been taught since we were children what actions like taking place right now lead to. So I do recognize the symptoms, and we are going straight to fascism.
Wow. So let me ask you one last question. Let's say that there was a brand new election today, and your only two options were either Donald Trump or Adolf Hitler. Who would you vote for?
Well, I'd have to vote for Trump under those conditions because I would have to vote for Trump under those conditions.
And
but-
why? Because a lot of people think that Trump and Hitler are equally bad.
No.
Why are you choosing Trump over Hitler?
He's not there yet. And he's not there yet.
Maybe
So
there is a way to stop him before he becomes full Hitler.
So with Trump, we still have a chance to stop the next Holocaust.
Exactly.
But with Hitler, he's already done the Holocaust.
he was there and he was moving very fast. So I would say it would give us more time.
So can I now call you a Trump voter? Because in my thought experiments, you just said you'd
No.
vote for Trump?
Under the conditions that you've given, but no, we are not Trump voters.
Thank God. Because the last thing that I want to be meeting are Trump voters at Pride.
Right.
Hell no.
Hell no.
They don't belong
Yeah,
here.
No.
We got to send them to camps.
Yes, well,
Re-education
I
camps.
wouldn't do that.
Re-education camps.
I won't-
San Salvador.
In El Salvador, we need to re-educate these Trump supporters.
I
Thank you so much, ladies.
I'm not into that whether it's for Trump or for
No re-education
me.
camps?
No re-education
So,
camps.
so they're free to choose Trump if they want.
If they want.
That's very tolerant and loving of you.
Well, tolerance is one of the things we're for.
That's amazing. I love to see when people are living up to the tolerant expectations. Thank you. God bless you, ladies.
So my question is, what brings you out here?
We're gay, and we yes,
And-
we used to live here for like a long time, so we like drove back down here, and then me, my mom, and my sister, we're all gay guys, so take pride.
Okay, so obviously you support the LGBT community.
Yes, ma'am. Very much so.
If you had anything to say to Donald Trump right now, what would it be?
What are you doing? Why are you doing what you're doing? Just you gotta go.
Stop.
Yes, like
So you guys don't like Trump?
except
Yeah, I can't stand him either.
You ladies look amazing. Can I ask you a question for my YouTube channel?
They're MAGA and they're here for content. Don't engage.
I just want to know why you're here, why it's important for you to be here.
That's what they're doing.
All right, so that was one of the organizers from the events here, and they recognized me. There's, I guess, a list, and I'm on it, so they know that we are MAGA content creators. And as you can see, we have just been rudely interrupted from our interviews. They don't want to have a brown man and a black woman speak. It's very, very rude that they would just censor our voices. But we're going to keep going and see if we get some interviews here before everybody finds out that we are undercover MAGA journalists. Let's keep going. She's right in front of us. She's got the striped hair. You see her? Right in front of us. Walking this way. That's her. So guys, we're being followed now by one of the organizers. I don't know how much more interviews we can do here, but we've been spotted, we've been identified. And even though I have this beautiful rainbow face paint on, I don't think it's enough really to keep us undercover. Since again, I've said this in many videos, Democrat liberal men, they don't work out as much as Republican men do. So when I come in here with these biceps, they instantly know that I'm not one of them. What would you say to Donald Trump if he was standing here right now in front of you at Pride?
Boy.
It's a free speech channel. Say whatever you want.
Do you have an hour?
Yeah, we got about a minute.
Right. Unfortunately, I don't think that he would learn and he would listen, and I don't believe that he would actually change at all. So I honestly feel like my words would just go on deaf ears, and he would turn it around to be about hate, and it's, which is sad, because it should be about love and inclusion and embracing all ways of life, which he doesn't represent that, which is unfortunate.
We had about a 1 minute, 2 minute window of reprieve from being stalked by the organizers of the protests out here in Tampa, but they are literally, I think, right behind me right now, just lingering. I think they went to their front tent to let them know that MAGA has invaded their little safe space because they are very non-inclusive. You would think the party of inclusivity would want to include everybody, but if your political ideology does not align with theirs, then they don't want to include you. So what are your thoughts about them trying to interfere with our conversations?
I hate it because we're not even asking bad-faced questions. Like, we're really not here to provoke anybody. We're just asking them what brings you out here and what would you have to say to Donald Trump. We're not even really arguing with them. We're just being pretty cool.
I don't even have a MAGA hat on today.
Right. And this is the one time I want to, we're not even like trying to be political. We're just asking them, like, what brings you out here,
And I think you're looking very inclusive right now.
Yeah.
Do you think I'm looking inclusive too today?
Yeah.
I am looking very, very inclusive right now. And because I am talking to the other side, I'm actually behaving in a very tolerant and inclusive manner, way more than they are. Ladies, I have a little political, religious humor for you. What do Donald Trump and Jesus Christ have in common? They're both coming back. That joke worked better before Trump actually won the election. Now that he's back, it doesn't make as much sense, but I still like to use it. That's a good one, right? God bless you, ladies. God bless you, ladies. Keep in the fight. Yeah, you too. Ladies, can I ask you a question?
yes.
Are you guys going to the Pride event?
No, but we're gonna watch as we go by.
Oh, you're not going to actually go inside?
No, we have a schedule to go to.
Oh, okay. Now, if you didn't have the schedule, would you have gone inside?
Absolutely, we would have gone inside.
And why do you think it's important for you to have been there?
I think it's important because I think it shows inclusivity for everybody.
I
Now-
think it's important because it's fun.
I got to say, it is pretty fun.
Yeah.
Do you like my face paint?
I do indeed. I do
Awesome.
indeed. And we came all the way from Canada to walk past this.
Our 51st state.
There you.
Oh man.
Okay, walk in.
You know-
you meant that as a joke, right?
Well, yeah, because I hate Donald Trump.
Yeah. Thank you.
I hate Donald
All
Trump.
right. Okay. So that's
Why,
not even
why
funny.
do you hate Donald Trump? You're not even an American citizen.
Because why? Who would like him?
All right.
Because A, he's going to not let you have this parade, and B, and B, we're not a 51st state. Never.
I'm with you.
Never.
I'm with you. That's right. Thank you, ladies. We're out here with our free Prime. Shout out Logan Paul. Thank you. It's a hot day. We need some hydration.
Of course.
What do I got to do to get the drink?
Nothing.
I thought we got to take a photo.
Oh, you can be in a picture for me if you want.
Let's do it. I need to get my clout up.
I gotta take it of you guys though.
Of
not
course.
me.
No, of course. We're ready to
You
go.
guys.
Thank you. What flavor is this?
This one's sour Nova. It's kind of like a sour gummy worm, and then we have Red Chill, which is like a fruit punch.
All right. Let's do
You want one of each? You can
one of
try
each.
both.
One of
Yeah,
each.
of course. Awesome.
Thank you, ladies.
Will you guys be models for me though?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect. Which one's which?
Red chill and sour. I'm sure you want the red chill strawberry.
I'd rather do sour.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised. We're going to try Prime for the first time. This one's for you, Logan Paul.
Shout out to Logan. It's actually good. I thought it was gonna be nasty.
It's a sour Nova sour gummy.
It's actually good, guys.
You like
no,
it?
Like no cap, no cap. Why is it important for you to be out here today?
Well, the idea of youth and pride, knowing what happens at some pride events, was a little bit concerning to me. So I wanted to just come here and make sure I didn't see anything too inappropriate or crazy. You know, this is Florida, and in Florida we try to protect the kids. And I will be very honest and transparent. Fortunately, I did not see anything too perverse inside. Nothing was alarming to me. It was a very clean, family-friendly event. So I'm very happy to have seen that. It just sucks we couldn't stay longer because the organizers are not very inclusive, and they did not make us feel very comfortable and welcome there. But happy we came, and I think we did a good job with the undercover costume. Let me know in the comments. And we're gonna still do a few more interviews outside before we leave. And I hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you do, make sure you subscribe to PatrioticPapi on X, TikTok, and Instagram. And of course, make sure you sub to me. Why was it important for you to be here today at St. Pete Youth Pride?
I just want to come with my mom. You know, it's my first full year being a lesbian, so wanted to come here, bring her here, kind of bond with her.
So you just came out a year ago?
Mm-hmm.
How has the experience been for you?
It's been all right. Been a lot of this rediscovery.
That's
to
cool.
find myself again. Yeah.
Awesome. And you had a good time in there today?
Yes. It's hot.
Oh, I know. I'll tell
Yeah.
you about it. So I got a question for you. If Donald Trump was standing right in front of you, what would you say to him?
Fuck you.
And why those feelings?
Because he's making legislation against our community, not only the LGBTQ community, but the black and brown community as well, which obviously I'm a part of both. And it's just bringing the whole country down. So yeah.
And since Donald Trump came into office, what rights have you specifically lost, or how has your life changed?
Well, so the repealing of the Civil Rights Act, 1965. Also the new law in Florida. It's like the hands must be visible, which police is notoriously been known to kill our kind black people, so.
Oh, is that a new law in Florida? I didn't know about that.
Yes, it's.
And what does that mean, hands must be visible?
It's like your hands have to be like in like the view of like the police, or else you could get like fined, I think.
Is that when you're like stopped at a traffic stop?
Not a traffic stop. Yeah.
So your hands on the steering wheel?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So it
okay.
has to be visible.
Oh, I never heard about that. I need to.
I just found out.
Wow, that's all right. That's interesting. Well, thank you so much for your words and
No
your opinion.
problem.
I'm happy that you're here today having a good time and being your true authentic self.
Yep, thank you.
PatrioticPapi, how do you feel when they outed us?
I was disappointed because I feel like we were really getting along with people. We weren't asking too many crazy questions, and they really wouldn't have known if she didn't like just expose us, which would have been fine. I just know people aren't really open to people with different opinions. I was having a really good time before that. Like, I wasn't trying to create no hostility. So it was kind of disappointing because it's like, we didn't come here to have problems with nobody. And everything was good until, because we really weren't combative at all.
We even agree no MAGA hats today.
Yeah.
Wow. How much is that piece of artwork? Yeah. That's beautiful. 11,000. Yeah, it's not bad actually. That would look great in my living room. Beautiful.
I have to tell you a little bit about this artist.
Here.
Yeah, come on in.
Thank you. Let me get this mic on. Hold on. We're gonna flip over this audio real quick. All right. Tell us about this beautiful piece.
Okay. This is actually referred to as an original / unique because they're all one of a kind.
I'm gonna have you pause. Is this for like a video or like branding?
Yeah, we're YouTubers. We're just walking around downtown, and she invited us in to tell us about the.
Hey, no worries. Did you guys like have a permit with the owner or anything first?
No, we're shooting on the street, and we were on the sidewalk, filming it from the outside, and then she invited us in. That's the only reason why we walked inside.
Yeah, no, and that's okay.
Yeah.
So our owner, especially when recording in the gallery, we usually have someone, reach out to the owner before we do any type of filming. Let me give him a call real quick.
This is a private business, so if you want us to stop, we'll stop. We have no problem.
Well,
it's your rules. Once we're on the sidewalk, it's our rules.
Oh, absolutely, and I agree with
Hey,
that.
it's your space.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm happy to make the phone call to the owner.
We don't have a lot of time right now.
Okay,
Yeah, so
we typically don't allow photography.
no problem. Well, thank you for offering. You were very kind and very gracious host. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. Of course. You make your business look very good. Thank you. The rules of the First Amendment really only extend to public spaces. Once you enter inside of a building or private business, it's their rules. And obviously, if they're not comfortable, they're not comfortable. We're not going to stand our ground in that situation. We're going to walk away graciously. But if we do ever want to come back and film here, it's good to know that we'll email them in advance and get in touch with the owner. So no big deal. Let's move on. Patty, what did you think about the event today?
It was fun until we got interrupted and they started harassing us because I was actually having a pretty good time.
Yeah, we had a good time out here today, guys. And if you're having fun going to Pride and fitting in, trying to blend in undercover, if we did a good job, let us know in the comments. And again, make sure you subscribe to her, PatrioticPapi, and me, Adam Francisco. And as always,
God bless Trump.
Yeah, God bless Trump. I love seeing all the MAGA hats out here. This is great. Shout out to you two guys. Even though we won the election, it does take a lot of courage to walk out in public with the MAGA hats, especially when you are a brown American. So I am on social media. I'm on YouTube. I'm on TikTok. My content has been seen about 500 million times since I started my channel, and I've collaborated with a lot of big names in the YouTube world. And I wanted to tell you guys my story real quick. I used to be a Democrat. That's right. I'm from New York City. I voted for Obama. I was going to vote for Hillary in 2016 because I thought Donald Trump was a joke. And then 2020 happened, and we had things such as medical mandates, social distancing. We had the BLM riots that killed a lot of people and caused a lot of property damage. And I started looking around at my country, and I was just like, what the hell is going on? Since when do I have to put an experimental therapeutic into my bloodstream? I just thought that sounded absolutely crazy. So I started asking questions. And the more questions that I asked on my Facebook page at the time, the more my Democrat network pushed me out and said, you're sounding like a Republican, you sound like you work for Turning Point. And I'll be honest with you guys, I did not even know what Turning Point was in 2020. All I thought was it was some kind of like MAGA extremist thing that I wanted nothing to do with. And now here I am 4 or 5 years later at a Turning Point event. And I love Charlie Kirk, I love Turning Point. And I want to thank everyone out here for welcoming me. On a personal note, I was born in Mexico. I did immigrate to the U.S. as a newborn. I guess I cheated a little bit because I got here through the adoption way. My parents legally adopted me from Mexico, and I was raised in New York City, which now is a liberal cesspool. But what I basically do is I go out in public in my MAGA hat and I film reactions. And I think what makes me unique is that the left doesn't know how to handle a Mexican immigrant who wears a MAGA hat. It really throws off all of their talking points. They want to call me xenophobic, I'm an immigrant. They want to call me racist, I'm Mexican. They want to call me a Nazi, I'm Jewish. They want to call me ableist, I'm actually fighting a terminal illness as we speak. I don't know if you guys could tell, but I'm battling kidney failure. I'm waiting for a kidney transplant. So I'm doing all of this while being terminally, chronically ill. But I find this mission of restoring common sense and killing wokeness in this country to be that important. So I'm going to keep doing my YouTube videos, my TikToks. I'm going to keep fighting through the censorship. And if you guys want to follow me, just type in Adam Francisco and you can find me on almost any platform. And as always, God bless Donald J. Trump. And God bless America.
We love you, Adam. We love you. Thank you.
We got the MAGA-Ricans, right?
Yes.
The MAGA-Ricans. Let me get
Right
that.
here.
Let me get that logo.
There you go.
So you guys are two Puerto Ricans that voted for Donald Trump.
We did.
Now there's a lot of talk now about all of the mass deportations, and since you are Latinos, I was curious, like, what's your opinion on all the mass deportations?
It's a sad state of affairs, but what about the ones that are in line? Doing it right, going through the process, getting through the ringer. What about them? See, I'm a no-nonsense person. And I'm gonna cut right to the chase. What about them doing it right? I just don't want to hear that static, that noise. I don't want to hear it. Sorry. You got to think about what the ones that are doing it right, and that's that. I can't say nothing else but that.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here before than everything this happened 4 or 5 years ago, and now what happened with all these people? You know, for me it's fair that everything is going like this. Come over here with Donald J. Trump administration, so it's fair.
Yeah. So my view is that the deportations are ugly, but necessary. That's my view. They're ugly.
Yeah, it's necessary.
It's ugly, but it's necessary. Follow our laws, come in the right way, and you're more than welcome to be here.
If you go without papers to Colombia, what's gonna happen to you?
No,
you get arrested.
no.
Well,
Let's say Dubai, for example.
Dubai.
Let's say Iran, for example. You can't just walk in there. So why in the world should you be able to walk in here?
Yep.
I don't mince words too much. I'm not a nuanced person. I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase. Don't want to hear the BS. Don't want to hear the noise, the static, and everything that comes with it. You can keep it. Once you come straight and you come true and figure that out, then we can talk.
Hell yeah. Go follow these guys on X, MAGA Ricans. We'll put their name on the screen somewhere down here. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Gracias. Gracias.